Well, good morning, kids. This is Pastor Cal, and I'm going to be doing some drawing, and hopefully you can pick up a tip or two while I do this. And I'm going to go very, very slow today because I had a request from one of my little grandchildren that said, "I want you to show us how to draw a horse, Grandpa, but I want you to do it slow so I can follow." So here we go. Drawing with Pastor Cal. I like to draw. So first of all, we're going to end up drawing a line like this. And I'm drawing a small circle here and then a smaller circle here. See that? We have these two circles here, and I draw real lightly. And then we draw a line underneath. So you've got a circle there and a circle here. And then I'm going to draw a line down like that. That will be the back of the head. And this is where his neck comes down. You see that? That's a sketch. All right, the next thing that I do is I want to draw right here where this part of the circle is, I'm going to draw an eye. Eyes are quite important. And it sort of has a curved top. And like that. This horse has sort of big eyes. I don't know what kind of horse that is, and I'm shading it in. Look at that. I'm making sort of like a moon shape there. Then I'm going to shade like that. All right? Then the next thing I'm going to do is draw like a backward C near the front. And that will be, or like an apostrophe. And that's where the nose is going to be. Then I draw the lips. Horses have nice big lips. And a little bump here is chin. See the way that works? And then a line goes down here and back to the bottom of this circle here. And on the mouth, we're going to have a line that goes down like that. See that? And then we're going to end up putting like a little circle around that. All right? It's got sort of like that kind of a line. And here, the next thing we're going to do is do an ear. See that line like that? And draw a little edge of the ear here and like that. See the way that goes? And then after that, we'll draw another ear in the background. It's got sort of big ears for a horse, but then I'm going to shade around here a little bit. I'm going to make a line right there because that's sort of like his nose bridge, and draw some lines like that above his eye. I'm trying to go slow, but I draw really fast usually. See that? I don't know if that's, you can see the drawing or not, but then I'm going to have the hair stick up here. That's because it's going around the other side of the horse. Then I'm going to curve it so that the bottom of the mane hair coming down here, and then I'm going to go like that with my pencil. See that? I'm curving. I'm making a movement like that and have my pencil come off. See that? You don't want to draw all the way. You want to have fast lines. See that? So then I come from the bottom here and go up a little. We'll finish the hair later. But what we'll do right now is we will darken in the ear here, this part, because it's sort of shaded. And now he's got some hair coming down, bangs he's got, right? See that? See the way that works? See the bangs are falling down here? And then the next thing we're going to do is, I would say, I'm going to put some soft shading across the whole muzzle of the horse. The reason I can wiggle my lines like that real close, then because all I have to do is move my finger over it, sort of smudges it, sort of puts a soft, like you did a real shade, a nice soft shading there. All right. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll start putting some shading in. Shading up above here. And you notice that I use my finger a lot. I'm someone who gets my hands quite dirty when I draw, because I'm sort of shade things in. See that? And then where the mouth comes together here of a horse, I sort of like shade that in. I usually draw real fast, so I'm not used to having to wait, but or explain. I like to tell stories more when I draw. Wonder what we could call this horse's name. Anybody have an idea? Horse's name, what could we call him? And I shade down here at the bottom of his cheek. See that? And then he's got some, can make some shading right there. Now I'll make sure that the eye is really up above here. Here we can end up putting a little shading in here on his ears. Maybe his ear back there is a little bit darker. I don't know. I really like to draw. I don't know about you. Do you like to draw? I like to draw, especially when we're all sequestered in here. We can't go places, but you can always go places in your imagination by drawing and things like that. Now I'm going to, underneath his chin here, I'm going to shade down at the edge of his, right here. See that? And then the way this horse is, he's got another line. Make a line about there because they've some muscles that go right like that. See how that works? I really don't like to spend too much time, because one of the nice things about drawing is it's not a photograph that's just, it's just what the way that you see the horse. Now I'm gonna, don't be afraid to use dark by the eyes like that. Don't be afraid to use contrast, because contrast is good. A lot of times we'll end up drawing. The horses have their eyelashes come forward. Do you know horses have eyelashes? They do. All right. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to fill in this right here, the mane, and make sure it's nice and dark. Remember I said that you have to learn to use fast lines. So when I go up from the bottom, you see that? I go sort of like the direction that the mane is going, the way the hair is going. Don't have to go all the way through. Just have to go work the top. And you know what? You're going to have your pencil get really dull here, the way that you draw here, because I push hard. So if I'm making a dark line, I push hard. And then see the hair on this back of this neck here is first of all going over the other side. It's not like he's got a mohawk or anything like that. It's just the way the hair is going. You see that? Then you can put a there. See, we're almost done with this horse. Almost done with this picture of this horse. Did pretty fast. And maybe I'll shade a little bit here, maybe because he's got a cheekbone here. Yeah, I think I'll go like that. See that way that looks like a horse. Looks like a horse. We did a horse. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. All right. Now I'm going to sign my name, because when you draw a picture, you have to end up signing your name. It's called your autograph, and everyone should learn to write your name in a fancy way. The way that I write my name in a fancy way is Calvin Bergsma II. So watch how I do this. Right down here, I'm going to make a line. That's the top part of the C. Then I go this way, and then I go a line, fast line there. See, that's a C. And then I go like that, which is an A, sort of a fancy wide A. And then I go L. And then I make a V. And then I make an I. But my I make a big dot for the I. I don't know why, I just do. When you're an artist, you can do whatever you want there. You can draw. Now I draw the line down there that goes all the way through, because I'm going to use that as part of my B. So I make B. See there? And then I make another dot and a nice big dot. Now where this line comes through here, see, that looks like a B. Pretty neat. I make a little line here and then a wiggle, and then going out like that. And that is to signify. Signify means, it means something. It's a signature. That's the second, because my dad's name was Louis Calvin Bergsma, but he went by the name of Calvin. So I'm all set up now, or I can do this pretty easy. I can show you how to do lots of different things. We could end up drawing pictures. If you look at the bottom of the screen there, right down here, there's gcfchurch.net. Well, that's where I'm the pastor, and I'm going to put some of these things on that website, maybe underneath things about some interesting place for little kids to go, or lessons they can learn here. Anyway, there we go. Oh, we could do something interesting in the background rather than just be done right now. Horses are on a farm, so I could actually, over here, if I move it over to here, I could put sort of like a barn in the background. See there, a barn, because he's on a farm. Barn door there, little hayloft area. Maybe where this barn has a silo too. All right, a silo. I grew up on the farm, so I drew lots of pictures of silos when I was growing up. Here's a little silo. All right. And they had other little doors on the barn. Yeah, so they got this, and maybe there's some trees, and you don't have to draw the trees all fancy. You can just draw like little lines, boom, 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 boom. It looks like a tree if you just draw a little bit of lines here and there, and maybe some cornfields that. Oh, look at that! All the rows of corn. Because they were, maybe in the distance they can have some clouds, right? Right. Then we can end up shading because my finger's dirty, or I can just make a little bit lightly on there. There we've got that, and then there's some more trees in the distance there. Pretty fun. I like to use my imagination. Use my imagination. So this is that's sort of like a farm. And then in the foreground, as it comes closer, you could have things like, yeah, just down here, but then we could put some more clouds here. An easy way to make birds in the clouds, right, would be if you put like a little lot like that. They're flying birds in the sky. Pretty fun. Yeah. You can shade around there so it pretty neat. We got ourselves a picture. I don't know if you can see that real good, but here it is, getting closer. You can see nice. See, there's the barn out in the background and the trees. And there's the horse head. See him? What does the horse say? Nay. Is he being contrary? Why is he saying nay? Anyway, drawing is a lot of fun. And I had fun drawing pictures with you. And we'll do that again pretty quick. So if you really like this, you can end up saying a little thumbs up when I put this on the YouTube and the Facebook. You can say, I like this. And you maybe want to say, Pastor Cal, can you draw me this thing? Maybe pick an animal or something. Maybe I'll draw a race car or a monster truck. Or I'll also do some things like show you how to draw a face of a person. But anyway, drawing is fun. But the Bible says something that if we draw near to God, He will draw near to us. So I call this drawing together. We draw together. And Jesus loves you. Have a good day.